why I have an extremely rare brain type, even among autistic people. This is my educated guess, based on years of accumulated knowledge, experiences, consistent patterns I have noticed, and viewing things with a new perspective, suggesting I was born with an unchanging brain that has given me several specific challenges and strengths in my life that I have been able to identify, which I will talk about now. The first part of my brain or personality that I will identify is that I am asexual, and I believe this partly because I have never had sex with another person in my life until now, and I do not feel the need to have sex until the end of my life. I also do not feel sexually attracted to any specific person either. I can feel horny because of my hormones or basic biological systems, but my feelings or needs never develop beyond this. The next part of my brain or personality that I will identify is that I am aromantic, and I believe this because I have consistently dead experiences and asking myself, what does romance or love feel like? I also never seek entertainment, including movies or TV shows that are primarily aimed at generating the feeling of romance in their audience. The next part of my brain or personality is that I am agender, which I believe because I could never follow rules about how people should behave without feeling extremely stressed. Being socially isolated from people for a long time helped me to discover myself, where I never think to myself, oh, time to act like a male or a female. I prefer just to be my natural self and adopt any kind of behavior that suits my specific brain, and not some arbitrary image invented by society. I have often thought to myself that I am a blank slate, where I only pick and choose specific things or behaviors that I believe work best for me, no matter where they come from. My next brain or personality part is that I am asocial, which is another word for introvert. I believe I am introvert because I have consistent experiences of never feeling lonely and never needing friends and never needing to spend time near people. A part of me is interested in communicating with people to help me understand them and work with them more easily. But I am confident I could easily survive for the rest of my life from an emotional point of view, with no friends and inside solitude. One of my big brain or personality parts is I have autism, which I received a diagnosis for. Based on my current understanding, autism is not some isolated, unique traits, but more a complex combination of every other part of my brain consistently conflicting with each other. One part of my brain where I am slightly unsure is whether I have autism and no ADHD, or do I have ADHD and no autism, or do I have both autism and ADHD? Until clearer evidence is discovered by me, I will partially assume I have ADHD, and I believe this partly because I have consistent experiences that align with how ADHD is often described or talked about. These experiences include having a hyperactive brain that has great difficulty concentrating. My brain likes to do or say things non-stop. I have a unique and creative way of thinking that often makes me feel different to the people around me. I am also attracted to creative hobbies and a very diverse set of skills. This is the end of my talk on these brain parts for now, because this is all that I am aware of and I can clearly articulate at the time of this video that I believe is most relevant for communicating how rare my brain or personality type is, but there may be more to my brain or personality that I have not discovered yet. Back to the question of this video, my current understanding, starting from the top again, is that asexual people are rare because most people report some kind of attraction with other people. Aromantic people also seem to be rare for similar reasons. I do not understand much in the area of agender, but it might be reasonable to assume that agender or non-binary people are also rare, partly because society has historically tried very hard to fit people into either a male or female stereotype. The introvert personality type is also very rare based on my current understanding, because I have heard many people report that they regularly feel lonely or bored, who need regular stimulation. I also heard from a person who was studying psychology at university that studies suggest that ambiverts are the majority of the human population, with a much smaller amount of very high introvert brain percentage people and a very small amount of very high extrovert brain percentage people, because this personality type sits on a gradient between 0 and 100%. I am not sure how rare autism and ADHD are, because these brains have probably existed for thousands of years, passed down by our ancestors, and only emerged around this time with severe challenges and supporting psychology research, because the human lifestyle of today is much more complicated than in ancient history, where we were farmers or hunters and gatherers. Long story short, I have an extremely complex brain with multiple parts that are extremely rare, where one of my biggest ongoing life challenges is being misunderstood and having communication difficulties, because not many people seem to be aware or seem to be not accepting of this extremely unique brain type. For some reason, most people around me believe they fully understand the true depth of my challenges without showing any interest in trying to get to know me, even though they consistently fail to communicate, fail to work with me, and cannot maintain my willingness to maintain contact and 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 relationship with these people, especially when there are clear conflicts and expressions of misunderstandings and confusions between us. There is a related quote from the first Shrek movie that I can somewhat relate to, which is something like, people take one look at me and go, "Ah, help, run, a big, stupid, ugly ogre." People judge me before they get to know me. That is why I am better off alone. A slightly modified version of this quote to suit my experiences would be something like, people have several conversations with me, then go, "Ah, activate the passive-aggressive silent treatment. What a big, rude, and annoying monster that we must bully away." People judge me before they get to know me. That is why my chances of a quality friendship with these specific type of majority of people is extremely low. Thanks for watching.